I have a mess going on here, and it's been a thing since I bought this place. I kind of knew that we'd have these problems eventually. I knew that I'd have to address it, just didn't know how soon. But as we're making changes inside the building and as we're getting things wrapped up, there are things on the outside that I have to take care of in order to make sure that everything is structurally sound. When I initially leveled out the house here, you guys told me, Matt, that repair job you did was terrible. Matt, you put shims underneath the posts. They're gonna rot out. In today's episode, what we're gonna take care of is the beginning of something that I've needed to do for a while, but I waited for the right time. So if you wanna know how to buy houses for cheap, buy houses that are held up by a 4x6 that's about to fall. What I need to do here is build out a foundation. We have a detail, we have a bar at the bottom, bar at the top. We've got verticals going down every 36 inches. It's gonna be pretty fun to build out. But I went ahead and exposed the whole back here. Check it out. So here's where we're at. Now, a lot of people would look at this and think, man, this looks terrible. And I'll agree with you. It doesn't look all that great. But here's what we have to do. We're not gonna start on this side. I do have it dug up, I do have it prepped. I need to relocate my supports for here, there, and the other two in order to properly pour a footing going all the way through here from start to finish. My wife wants to tile the shower. She decided that she wanted to take care of that. She's looked into all of the Schluter products, understands all the waterproofing, and that's gonna happen soon. But in order for me to let her do that, I need to make sure that this section here is supported. So there's a few issues with what we have going on here. This type of foundation that exists right now is what they called post and pier or post and beam. You have a post coming up, you have beams going across, and that supports the main frame of the house. Now these beams are still going to be in place. The difference is instead of having a single post out here, one over there, one there, and one out there, we're going to have a continuous footing that runs all the way down through here. That'll have anchor bolts going all the way through it. We'll plate that plate up here, cripple wall underneath, and that's going to support the house structurally from side to side. Once I sheet it, it's going to lock this whole thing in. It is perfectly plumb underneath the existing rim, which is what we're gonna go up to. I'm gonna get this thing locked in place. What's gonna have to happen though, I wanna be 6 inches out of natural grade before any of my concrete actually ends. We don't want this to be down here, cripple framing here, and then the natural grade be here, because water could just find its way in. So what we're gonna do is stair step this. So about here, I would say, maybe a little bit further down, maybe about here. We're gonna come up with another 2x8 stacked on top of this one. That way, when we go to pour this thing, we're up here for this concrete, far enough out of the natural grade. And then as we come down, it'll stair step, and then this elevation down here should wrap the whole back side of the building. This one out. So now we've got this outside corner formed up. We are right under where we want to be for here. And for over there, it looks like we need to go over just a fuzz. We'll get that situated. So while I wish this was similar to doing a new construction foundation where we're pulling lines and checking for square and all these great things, this house is already here. We need to just work with what we've got. So you're not gonna see me check square a whole lot when we go to do all this. The only thing we're gonna check is for plumb down from the rim down to the outside. What that'll do is give me a nice cripple wall all the way through. When you see the edge of the house floating like that, It's a little scary. I didn't strip all this. I had somebody else take care of it. What's up, kid? Think you can hold that? Grab the end of it. You're tough. How can you hold it with one? Can you let go of it and hold it with none?
I can't.
Can you pick it back up again? That's heavy. Can you take it up there? I like your shirt.
Thanks.
Do you know who AC/DC is?
A band?
Yeah. Because we have to put this piece right here from here and over. And that's going to run all the way through here. We're creating what we call a footing, right? So the house up here is going to be supported down below. The concrete will pour in, and this acts like a form, like a cake tin. You know how you can make a cake in a square or a circle?
Yeah.
We make our footings and our stem walls like this. Okay. Let me get it started for you.
That's pretty easy.
It is. I just don't want you under the house. While I wait for them to answer, these are J-bolts. These are 10.5 inches. And what these are going to do is embed down into the concrete. They'll stick up about that much. And this goes down into your footing. This locks your plate down, and you'll fasten down here at the top. This locks all your framing in. And these are going to go every 4 feet, starting here, all the way down, and here, all the way over, all the way through here, and wrap the whole building. Now this is in addition to all of our rebar. So we're going to have a top bar. It'll jog down into the step. We'll have a bottom bar running all the way across the bottom. These little guys right here are cost effective. The alternative to this right here is what we call a Titan HD. That's done by drilling a 5/8 hole down into the concrete once it's poured. Typically we'll frame everything out, drill down through the concrete, and then fasten it. Hey there, I was calling to check on an order that I had placed for delivery. Now I've had a bit of a dilemma for this episode and for the next few episodes because I don't have my truck. My truck's being worked on. As somebody who loves to make Home Depot trips, it really bothers me not being able to load the back of the F-350, bring it back here and just make things happen. Like I could have loaded a pallet of concrete in the back of my truck, emptied it out, and then gone back and got another one. So right now I'm at the mercy of Home Depot. And well, quite honestly, they don't care when my project gets done. So I ordered 84 bags, which is 2 pallets of 80-pound concrete. We have over 6,000 pounds of concrete getting delivered, and that's not going to do even half of this project. What I'm hoping it can do is pour from here around and get me over to that backside. The backside's where the most work needs to get done. And before my wife can tile the bathroom, I need to make sure that the solid footing underneath it is there, along with the cripple wall. Now the reason I started on the backside here was because nothing was in the way. It was open all the way through. My post and beam were set back about 2 feet, so I could put my stem wall and my footing through here without an issue. Back here, I can't say the same. I have a mess of things going on here, and I'm going to take care of all of it. But in short, what I've got going right now is I have these existing footings here, little pads that are poured, with these 4x6 that hold up the weight of the exterior of the house. If I were to remove the 4 posts out here, the end of my house would fall off. So it's not a matter of like temporarily short, just a little bit to get by. I need to somehow structurally support this whole thing and make sure that I don't drop this place. Lifting the back of the house is no problem, but when it comes to stuff like this is much more involved. So once we're through with all this will still be here. This will still be here. All this will too. But all the concrete that I've got here is going to go away. You can see here we've got the sewer main. This is going to come out all the way out to the street. We are going to dig this up right about here, put in a clean out, and then repipe this up to my new stack. That'll take care of the plumbing here. But now you guys know the struggle that I'm dealing with here. We need to completely remove these all the way through here to where I have one straight shot similar to the back that we did. We don't want to pour this in segments. We want one clean shot from left to right. That's exactly what we're going to do. We just got to figure out how. You like working? Yep. Can I have my big sledgehammer? You know where that's at? Yeah. The one that's big. The one that has a big head on it. I don't know. Oh, I know where it's at. It's under the house. I'll grab it. I keep them in my bags. You have nails too? We need to get you a set of bags, huh? Like Dad's tool belt? It won't fit you, kiddo.
It won't?
No, it's way too big.
Thought it'd be golden, crossing the line and don't look back. Think I was broken, I needed some time to clear my head. 'Cause I've made all the mistakes.
Yeah, that should.
And I've dealt with the heartbreak.
Yep, that's perfect.
I think that I found my way. 'Cause I've been sinking like a stone.
Oh yeah.
Take me home. Nothing's ever really broken. I won't let you go. 'Cause I'm finding my way right back to you. I'll find my way back to you. I see a river floating its way out to the sea. I can remember
Now I don't know exactly how far this is gonna get me.
our names onto
I ordered 7 pieces of 20-foot rebar. That'll get me situated. My grandfather always told me that he packed 80-pound bags when he was younger, and that's how it should be done. So I ordered 80-pound bags. Mixing 80s by hand, having to lift them up and pour them into a wheelbarrow or anything like that is a pain. But when you're putting those bags into something that does all the work for you, I think it'll be a bit easier. Perfect.
I think that I'm finding my way. Thought it'd be golden, crossing the line and don't look back. Sinking like a stone, Carolina, take me
Now with concrete, there's a few things we need to make sure of. We need to make sure that our rebar doesn't get anywhere close to the edge of our footing. Within 3 inches is no good. We need to make sure it's off the bottom of our footing at least 3 inches. We also need to suspend it from the top down and hang it in the top portion of our footing. Now there's a few ways that you can go about doing this. This is what we call adobe right here. This breaks and leaves you with a single 3x3x3 with 2 little pieces of wire sticking out. You'll set this down in the base of your footing. You will spread the wire here, set the rebar in, tie the wire up here, and this acts as your 3-inch off of the bottom of your footing. Now, while I was at Home Depot, I picked up these right here. These are Grip Rights products, individual plastic high chairs. They sit 2 1/4, it says, up off the ground. And I'm not sure if this is common in this area, but I know back home we're using Dobies. So in this case here, I'm gonna continue using Dobies, but I bought these just to play with them, kind of see if it was something that I liked. And it even says right there on the front of the package, check local codes before use. So I couldn't use these in California, so I'm not gonna use them here even if they are allowed here. I figured maybe you were the little princess here and Sissy was the dragon.
Actually, Dad, this fun. Better than that.
That's a mouse in a hole. Fair enough. I'll be the duck.